Hi there, it's Jaya. I have a question here today, which is, how do I make a woman squirt? Well, first off, the first thing I have to say is here, making a woman squirt, let's reframe the question. How do I inspire a woman? Or how do I help a woman? Or how do I aid a woman who wants to learn the art of female ejaculation? There's some important things in this question. One, she wants to learn. And two, you're inspiring or aiding or helping her. Now, making a woman squirt, I just don't like the phrasing of that whole thing, because when it's like you're making somebody do something, what if she doesn't want to learn to squirt? And, then that's for you. And I think that this is an important distinction to make. When is something that you want to do for you, and when is it actually for her? Because she may not even want to squirt. I also want to talk a little bit about female ejaculation because it's a little different than just squirting. So there's female ejaculation that's just like a burst of wetness that you get all of the time, all of a sudden. And then there's the squirting across the room. And then there's I have some friends who can drop buckets of fluid. And I literally mean it's like somebody dumped a bucket of water on someone. There's that much fluid that comes out. So there are different forms. It's not always squirting. So female ejaculation can look very different. And a lot of times women ejaculate, which means that the fluid is going back up into the bladder, and then they feel like they have to pee afterwards, right after sex. And a lot of times that's because they have a bladder full of ejaculate. So there are differences, and squirting can only happen when the urethra is not blocked. So if your penis is inside or your fingers are inside, she's not necessarily going to shoot across the room. Now that we've got that out of the way, how do we do it? What's the technique? Well, you are going to, it's different for every woman. Again, I want to go back to that, and only if she wants to learn. So there's stimulation of the U-spot, or the urethral opening. So the ejaculate comes out of the urethral opening. It is not pee. They have done studies on this. It has prostate-specific antigen in it. I can go into all the science. We'll get back into the how-to. So you want to take your fingers and you can anchor into the G-spot and then pull the G-spot towards you. So you're anchoring in and you're pulling. You're not rubbing friction over. You're anchoring in and you're pulling. My favorite technique, and this is the technique that I first ejaculated with, is going inside. This is on more of the G spot in my body, and then this is on the A spot in the back, and you're anchoring in both and you're pulling towards, and then if you can tap on my U spot at the same time, this takes talent, guys, and girls who are wanting to do this, then I could get that to happen. Now, when I learned this on my own without a partner, I just simply tapped on my U spot to get used to the sensation there. And I did it in the shower because I was so afraid I was going to pee and make a mess and all that I did it with the water running over me. I would tap on your urethra, and then I would press down with my pelvic floor muscles. So it's the reverse of a Kegel where you're pulling up. You're going to press down with your pelvic floor muscles and out. See, when most women have an orgasm, they pull up. And the pulling up then is sort of restricting the fluid from coming out. So you want to really push down, push out when you're having that orgasmic sensation. Now, you can have an ejaculation without an orgasm, and you can have one with an orgasm. The ejaculation all feels different. So for some women, for me, it's like champagne bubbles. For some women, it's cathartic. For some women, it's the best orgasm they've ever had. So it's very different depending on the woman. All right, that's a quick download. You can go to Club Cal Exotics for more. There's a forum there where you can ask me all kinds of questions. I'm an expert there. You can also go to my site, sexisyou.com. Feel free to ask questions, leave comments down below. Subscribe if you want more. And until then, fill your life with pleasure.